Hello, everyone, and welcome to Slipstream Racing rounds number 10 and 11, which will be taking place at Belgium as well as China. It will be a one-shot qualifying session and a 25% race for both of the races that are taking place today. And this is also the Platinum tier. My name is Kema, and I'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast. If you have not subscribed to this channel, make sure that you do so, as well. I guess today is going to be the last time I'm going to be providing coverage for Season 4 as a whole, as I will be missing the finale next week. However, next season, the plan is that I will be doing the commentary for the gold tier. So if you would like to subscribe, you can do so, and also you can like this video / stream as well. Just wait a second, I just want to check to make sure that the audio is good. All right, so the audio is good, and sorry if my voice does sound slightly weird. I had a bit of a mild case of strep throat that started on Saturday, so I have recovered quite quickly. It's just that there's like a little bit lingering, so yeah, if my voice does sound slightly weird as it is right now, that would be the reason why. However, I cannot miss doing this streaming, so we power through these types of obstacles. So we're just waiting for, I believe there's one person that we are waiting for. No, looks like everybody is in. So it looks like we're just waiting for everyone to ready up, and then we will be getting started with the one-shot qualifying session that will be taking place in Belgium, followed by the 25% race. Just a quick recap of what took place last week. So at Imola, it was Kieros who actually took the win at Imola, and unfortunately Trent H of the Red Bull team literally had the win wrapped up, with Kieros getting himself a 3-second time penalty late into the race. Unfortunately, Trent H had a spin late in the race. I don't know if it was the second to last lap or the final lap, and that cost him the ability to be able to win that race. So it was Kieros who took the win of that one. And then in Spain, I actually cannot even remember who it was that won that race. I think it might have been the main Wayne. I think it was the main Wayne that won the race in Spain. And yeah, the standings, unfortunately, are not updated. So I'm not sure about who it is that won at Spain, but I do believe that was the main Wayne. Yes, I think it was the main Wayne, and then it was, I think, Trent H who came home in second place, and then I believe it was Kieros who came home in third. And in this one-shot qualifying session, we have light rain conditions. So I'm wondering what's going to happen for the weather conditions for the race, and then it's going to also be interesting if there are going to be any adjustments to regular setups by any of these drivers based off of the weather conditions. So this is going to be quite interesting, but we will see what it is that is going to take place. So it is inter tires for all of these drivers in this session, in this one-shot qualifying session. As looks like Holkage has retired. Is currently on board with Dirt Shark. He is in first place as it is right now. However, it is the main Wayne who was in first briefly that has now dropped back down to second, now back to first. There you have it. It is the main Wayne taking pole position. Dirt Shark coming home in second, with Trent H rounding out the top three. There you have it. It's the main Wayne who gets the pole position. I'll just run through the starting order for this 25% race. I believe it is 11 laps around Belgium. So it is the main Wayne starting in first, Dirt Shark in second, Trent H in third, Savage Baboon fourth, F1 Original Polly in fifth, Kyle the Ace in sixth, Doug Hughes in seventh, A Waffle eighth, Cody Runs Fast starting in ninth, R Santiago starting in 10th, Real Estate Guru starting 11th, Wolves starting in 12th, C Sully in 13th, Love Pistol 14th, Race Chase 15th, Holkage in 16th, and Wolfman will be starting at the back in 17th place. Oh my goodness. So it is rainy conditions for the race as well. This is going to be quite interesting. So the setups that people had for the one-shot qualifying session should be relatively close to the race setups, knowing what the weather forecast is going to be, unless it is predicted that it's going to dry up fairly quickly in this session. But I don't even know, is this wet weather tire condition or wet tire weather conditions? We'll have to see. So we're at 2, 3, 4, and 5 red lights. And we are away for this 11-lap race around Belgium. And yep, it is wet tires. So the main Wayne running slightly deep, and that is going to allow Trent H to take the lead of this race. Yeah, the yellow flag did touch the red. Looks like Doug Hughes has had himself a bit of a moment, and looks like many other drivers, as we are under virtual safety car conditions. So it looks like something that, now it's full safety car conditions, as yep, severe collisions everywhere. There are 4 drivers out of this race already. So this is quite a chaotic start. Let us see. So yep, Cody Runs Fast is missing his front wing. Real Estate Guru is missing a right end plate. Looks like Race Chase is missing a right end plate himself. Love Pistol should be fine. Thug Hughes is missing a right end plate on his car. Our Santiago seems to be fine. Kyle the Ace seems to be fine. So it seems like everyone else upward. No, A Waffle is actually missing a right end plate as well. Riding on board with F1 Original Polly. We could get a good enough camera angle to see if he has any damage to his Alpine car. We'll see. Oh, I guess they won't show. So let's see. So it looks like F1 Original Polly is fine. I believe the top four, yes, the top four are all fine as far as damage is concerned. So let's see. So we also don't know what the weather conditions are going to be as far as if they will change. That could potentially be, this is a free pit stop. If there is going to be changing weather conditions, it might make sense. Well, it looks like the main lane is in. So it's now down to speculation. Well, let's first see. What tires is it going to be for the main lane? Is it going to be inters? It is inters for the Haas driver of the main lane. So things are going to get interesting as Real Estate Guru gets himself a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Let me actually see. All of the penalties are load of 5-second time penalties, which are being served during these pit stops. So that does work out. So these drivers will be able to serve their penalties, although it doesn't seem like Real Estate Guru and Love Pistol were able to. Oh, because Real Estate Guru got his for speeding in the pit lane, so if he wanted to serve his, he would have to pit again. So currently on lap 2 under safety car conditions to begin this race, as something happened into turn 1, which caused a very big problem where 4 drivers were taken out of this race. It does look like there are drivers who are pitting. So Kyle the Ace is into the pits. I'm wondering if it's going to be inters for the Williams driver. Yes, it is inters for Kyle the... No, it's a set of wets. Sorry about that. But Hughes has decided to go on to the inters. And we have Real Estate Guru. Those look like wet tires. So it looks like it is Thug Hughes and the main Wayne who are taking a bit of a gamble in formation to the rest of the field going on to Inter tires on lap 3. And it does look like the rain is actually starting to lighten up. So this actually looks like it is a pretty good call by the main lane and Thug Hughes. This actually might become a race for third place, but you never know what it is that will happen. So we'll definitely be staying tuned in to see what it is that will take place. So the safety car is in this lap. So H slowing down the pack. And he will be the one to dictate when this race will be getting back underway. Looks like Santos is away, and our Santiago is actually into the pits. So is Love Pistol, so it looks like it's going to be a set, I'm assuming a set of inters for both of those drivers. We'll ride on board with, actually, Dirt Shark is right behind Savage Baboon, and I don't know if that was desync. Hopefully, no, looks like Dirt Shark has actually sustained damage as he is missing his left end plate. So that is unfortunate for the McLaren driver, and yep, he's going to be struggling going through this sector 2 where all of these turns are on this circuit. Interestingly enough, it doesn't seem as if the main lane is making up that much time for the time being on F1 Original Poly, slightly, looks about 2 tenths as F1 Original Poly going into the back of Dirt Shark. So it looks like Dirt Shark is going to run wide to allow some of these drivers to get past us. He's most likely going to have to make a pit stop for a new front wing. Might also be beneficial as he will be able to change onto a set of Inter tires. A-Waffle making his way past Dirt Shark to go up into 5th place. Yep, the main wave has actually made up around 7 tenths to F1 Original Poly ahead of him, so it's going to be interesting. I'm wondering if the Trent H is going to try, as he starts the fastest lap of the race with a 2 minutes, 0.578 second lap. So Dirt Shark is into the pits. That will be for a new front wing. Currently riding on board with the main wing. He is coming up to the back of F1 Original Poly. It looks like Doug Hughes going side by side with Kyle the Ace. For some reason, it looks like he gave the position back. So let us see If Doug Hughes is able to make this overtake happen, yes, he is. And that is 7th place for Doug Hughes. The real estate guru gets himself a 3-second time penalty for multiple traffic warnings. The main wing made his way past F1 original Pauly to go up into 3rd. The real question is, will either Savage Babine or Trent H go onto intermediate tires? It is still slightly raining. So maybe one of those crossover situations where both of the tires will work well, but it does seem as if the main inters are working very well for himself. He's making his way. Trent H is into the pit, so it looks like it's going to be inters for the Red Bull driver. The main sets the fastest lap of the race with a 2-minute, 0.307 second lap time. Trent H has decided to go for the sauce. Trent H is taking a huge gamble. So our Santiago sets a 167.752. So that is on the inter. So that seems like it is the fastest tire as it is right now. But Trent H, based off of the fact he did not stop for inters, is taking a very huge gamble. And with the fact that Savage Baboon is actually holding up the main lane, this could actually play into Trent H's hands. But here we are with the main lane making a dive down the inside, and he has taken that first place position. Trent H is losing a boatload of time as it is right now, as his tires will not be up to temperature coming out of the pits. Plus, he is most likely not on the proper tire compound. That is Dirt Shark making his way past, as well as F1 Original Pauly, both making their way past Trent H to go up into 8th and 9th respectively. There, just on the stream, you saw our Santiago making his way past Kyle the Ace to go up into 6th. It is now a question of how quickly will this track dry up. So now riding on board with Race Chase. And he is cutting up quite closely to a waffle. Both of these drivers on the wet set of tires. Kyle the Ace is into the pits. Our Santiago sets another fastest lap of the race. I'm assuming Kyle the Ace is going to be onto inters. We'll see as Kyle the Ace makes his pit stop. What tire compound is going to be for the Williams driver? And yes, it is intermediates for him. Trent H has made an error. He is down to the back of the field. So that that soft tire strategy did not work out. Cody runs fast, makes his way past Kyle the Ace. I guess Kyle the Ace is just coming out of the pit after making his stop. And I just missed. Race Chase made his way past a waffle to go up into 3rd place. Now this is interesting because let's see, Kyle the Ace making his way back up to Cody Runs Fast, has to slam on the brakes in order to not go into the back of Cody Runs Fast. You have Doug Hughes, who is on the right tire compound at this time, making his way past a waffle to go up into 4th place. Now you have our Santiago, a waffle's teammate, who should be able to make his way past. Yep, does make his way past to go up into 5th. It does look like our Santiago is the fastest driver on the circuit right now. You have Doug Hughes making his way past Race Chase up ahead. Now R. Santiago making his way past Race Chase as well to go up into fourth. I'm assuming at this point, Race Chase, Savage Baboon is doing a pretty good job on the wet tires himself. This is quite impressive. He may be able to eke out a podium place with only 4 laps remaining. R. Santiago, as Dirt Shark sets the fastest lap of the race with a 154.272, as well as making his way past A Waffle, as A Waffle has run wide as he is still currently on the wrong tire compound for these conditions. Kali Ace is into the pits. He just pit on the previous lap. So let us see, did Kali Ace sustain any damage? No, it's softs for Kali Ace. So taking a page out of the book of Trent H. We'll ride on board with Trent H and see how it is that he's doing. Looks like Dirt Shark has made his way past Race Chase to go up into 5th place. Let us ride on board with Trent H to see how quickly he's able to catch up to the real estate guru ahead of him. And my apologies, I always say the real estate guru. It is just real estate guru. I think I'm going to continue saying the real estate guru. So let us see. And yep, Trent H is making up a lot of time as it is right now. We'll go up to our Santiago right on the back of Savage Baboon. So now Savage Baboon is struggling on those wet tires. Looks like F1 Original Paulie made his way past Race Chase to go up into 6th. Dirt Shark is now right behind Doug Hughes. R. Santiago just up ahead. You can see making his way past Savage Baboon to go up into 2nd, and Dirt Shark making his way past Doug Hughes to go up into 4th. And Dirt Shark is the fastest man on the track with a 153.090 on that previous lap. DRS is enabled. So Race Chase and A Waffle are into the pits. It's most likely going to be soft for those two drivers on the race. Doug Hughes just made his way past Savage Baboon. Trent H making his way past Love Pistol. Love Pistol is actually into the pits. So there is a bunch of Trent H is now the fastest man on the track. Love Pistol gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Now, here is the question. Savage Baboon is currently in 5th, still on the wet tires in interchangeable dry tire, inter-tire conditions, doing a pretty decent job. If he were to continue with only 2.5 laps remaining, he'll probably finish no lower than 6th. I would just be interested to see if the likes of looks like F1 Original Paulie is catching up to the Savage Baboon very quickly, and this is going to be seems to be an overtake. This stream is quite jumpy. Interesting to know if anybody else is having connection issues, but yes, F1 Original Paulie is past Savage Baboon to go up into 5th place. I don't believe that with only 2 laps remaining, it would not make any sense for as our Dirt Shark sets the fastest lap of the race with a 158.69. I don't believe you'll be seeing the main lane coming into the pits. Yellow flag sector 3. That is the real estate guru. Has had a bit of a moment, and I am wondering if he has sustained any damage. Yes, missing the right end plate. There you see Kali Ace making his way past to go up into 10th. Last points paying position. Trent H sets the fastest lap of the race with a 148.132, I believe that said. So now riding on board with Love Pistol. It'll be DRS for the Alfa Romeo driver, as he is making his way up to the back of Cody Runs Fast. Will have DRS for his assistance down this long straight, but I do not believe he will have enough to get past. No, maybe I am wrong. Here we have Love Pistol making his way past Cody Runs Fast to go up into 12. It does look like a very slow real estate guru ahead of Love Pistol, so we should be seeing Love Pistol making his way past the AlphaTauri driver fairly soon. So we currently have, as the main lane is actually very close to the start-finish line. So this is going to be the start of the final lap as soon as he crosses the start-finish line. So Race Chase making his way past Savage Baboon. So now Savage Baboon is really struggling on these wet tires. May actually be an 8th place finish for the AlphaTauri driver. This is going to be interesting. I wonder how well he'll be able to hold out. Race Chase sets the fastest lap of the race with a 1:46.843. Love Pistol making his way past Real Estate Guru to go up into 11th. Trent H has made his way past Savage Baboon to go up into 7th. I would be assuming that Cody Runs Fast is going to make his way past Real Estate Guru relatively soon. So TRS wide open for the Red Bull driver. And side by side with the Real Estate Guru will have plenty more grip. Does run wide through turn 1. That's going to promote Real Estate Guru. Oh, and Cody Runs Fast is out of this session. Love Pistol and Real Estate Guru going side by side to Eau Rouge. That is Love Pistol into 11th place. There are also penalties that we have to consider. A Waffle may actually drop down to 10th place if Kyle Yates could stay within 5 seconds of the Aston Martin driver. But here you have it, the first race of 2. It is the main Wade coming home to take the victory in this 11-lap race around Belgium. Our Santiago finishing in 2nd. You have Dirt Shark finishing in 3rd. Thug Hughes coming home in 4th. We have F1 Original Pauly, who will be finishing in 5th. Behind him is Race Chase in 6th. Behind him, Trent H, a good recovery to finish in 7th place. Savage Baboon on the wet tire, finishing in 8th place. Quite impressive for being on the completely wrong tire. A Waffle will finish in 9th. That will be 10th. That Kyle Yates will be promoted into 9th place. And finally, we have Love Pistol coming home in 11th, followed by Real Estate Guru, who will be coming home in 12th place. But your winner for this 25% race around Belgium, it is the main lane of the Haas team. And the driver of the day, as determined by the game, is Race Chase. I'd actually like to see how many places he made up from the start of this race. So I'll go through the final finishing order for this race. It is the main lanes finishing in 1st. You have our Santiago finishing in 2nd. Dirt Shark finishing in 3rd. Thug Hughes finishing 4th. F1 Original Pauly finishing 5th. Race Chase, the driver of the day, made up 9 positions from the beginning. That's pretty good. Finishing 6th. Trent H finishing 7th. Savage Baboon in 8th. Kyle Yates in 9th. A Waffle finishing 10th. Love Pistol 11th. Real Estate Guru 12th. And then the start of the DNFs, Cody Runs Fast 13th. Wolves 14th. C Sully 15th. Wolfman 16th. And Hokage Roldy 17th. And I did just see that Cody Runs Fast did get disconnected, so we're most likely going to have a new lobby. So I will put the stream on pause momentarily, and then I will get the coverage going once again once we are ready to head into the one-shot qualifying session for the 25% race around China. I will be back momentarily. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the coverage of Slipstream Racing, the Platinum tier, as we are getting prepared for round number 10 that will be taking place, round number 11 that will be taking place around China. This will be a one-shot qualified session followed by a 25% race. And for this race, for this qualifying session, it looks like some very great weather conditions. So we'll see how that contrasts with the race. The race's weather conditions. We're getting this one-shot qualified session underway. It doesn't look like they're running in front of me. Maybe I can now. So currently riding on board with Trent H of the Red Bull team. He is currently in second place. As it is right now, it is the main Wayne in first. Dirt Shark has just overtaken Trent to go up into second place himself. We have our Santiago currently in fourth. Taking pole position is the main lane, setting a 133.213, coming home in second is Dirt Shark, and to round out the top three is Trent H. So here's the order for this 25% race, the starting order for this 25% race around China. It is the main Wayne starting in first, Dirt Shark second, Trent H starting third, R Santiago starting fourth, F1 Original Paulie starting fifth, Savage Baboon sixth, Wolfman seventh, Doug Hughes eighth, C Sully starting in ninth, Love Pistol 10th, Kyle the Ace starting in 11th, A Waffle 12th, Cody Runs Fast starting in 13th, Race Chase starting in 14th, Real Estate Guru starting in 15th, and Wolves will be starting at the back in 16th place. So now heading into the race, much cloudier conditions for the beginning of this race. So once again, we have to speculate as to if there is going to be the potential of rain in this 25% race. So we are at 2, 3, 4, and 5 red lights. And we are away for this 14 lap race here at China. Looks like Dirt Shark has actually got himself a very good start, as the main lane has actually dropped 2 positions from the start of this race, down in 3rd. So we currently have some hearing contact in the back, and looks like someone has spun. Looks like it's Kyle the Ace, and a waffle as well. So Dirt Shark getting himself quite a start, moving up 1 position. So has Trent to go up into 1st and 2nd respectively. Ooh, has Love Pistol going slightly wide there, and it did sound like there was contact made, but I'm not too sure if that is the case. So now riding on board this Wolfman. We'll see, and it is a huge lunge by the Alpine driver, forcing his way into 9th place. We have yellow flags in sector 3. Looks like that is Kyle the Ace making another. Is it Kyle the Ace? No, it's Cody Red Pass who has made an error. Love Pistol is, for the most part, past Real Estate Guru. Currently in 12th place, but it does look like Real Estate Guru is going to try and fight this one back. Going onto the racing line is the AlphaTauri driver, and he lets, as we have what looks like nearly 3 wide. I'm not sure what it was that was happening there. Thuggies has made his way past. I believe it was Wolfman. We have the Flight Spectre 3. That is your. No, that is Savage Baboon. Has made an error, has dropped to the back of the field. So we're currently on lap 2 of 14, and interestingly enough, after there was some contact at the beginning of the race, no one has pitted for a new front wing, so that is actually quite good to see. So now riding on board with the Mercedes driver of Race Chase. And he's right behind the Alpine driver of Wolfman. Wolfman currently in 7th, Race Chase in 8th place for the time being. Now riding on board with Love Pistol, he is right behind Wolves. Also getting a slipstream from the Ferrari driver. They are side by side as it is right now, heading into this hairpin turn, and Wolves has made a mistake. That is going to promote Love Pistol up into 10th. Dirt Shark gets the fastest lap of the race with something in the 135. Sorry, I was not able to see after the decimal. Currently on board with the Alpine driver of Wolfman. Still behind Thug Hughes, as it does look like Savage Baboon has made his way past Cody Red's fast to go up into 15. So after that error by the Savage Baboon, he's going to want to try and claw his way back through the field. Yellow flag sector 2, that is CT Wolves. CT Wolves has made an error, and that's going to drop him to 16. And that is now CT Wolves out of this session. Now, will this bring out a safety car? It will be a virtual safety car. So the Ferrari driver of CT Wolves is out of this session. Now, we have the question. You have a free pit stop. What is Dirt Shark going to decide to do? My assumption is going to be that everyone is going to pit. Dirt Shark is not pitting. Trent H is pitting. The main lane is not pitting. Our Santiago not pitting. So Trent H always seems to be the one that goes against the grain. Ooh, as Real Estate Guru gets himself a time penalty for speeding under the VSC. So it is hard tires for Trent H. So this pit stop will have bought Trent H some time, being that it was under VSC conditions. And you have Savage Baboon, who is just behind Trent H, as Trent H has made his way out of the pit. CT rolls tires left as he just crashed out on the previous lap. Ooh, you have Savage Baboon trying to make his way past. You have outside such a run that is pretty fast. So Savage Baboon is trying to make a move on Trent H, as he does have the soft compound tire on his car in comparison to Trent H's hard. So this is going to, yeah, the other side sector 2, is that Real Estate Guru? Yes, it is. The Real Estate Guru has made an error. Race chase, DRS wide open for the Mercedes driver. Wolfman also low on the battery. Ooh, as Wolfman a little bit too late on the brakes. Going into race chase. Wolfman is into the pits now. As Savage Baboon still squabbling with Trent H, but Trent H able to keep that 10th place position. Now running on board with Love Pistol, he is side by side with the Williams of C. Sully. Is he going to make his way past C. Sully? Yes. Now fully past C. Sully up into 6th place. Well done by the Alfa Romeo driver. So we're currently on lap 5 of 14. It's going to be interesting when these top 3 runners start to make their pit stops. I really do wonder where Trent H is going to be in relation to them. So we'll start on board with actually, C. Sully is right behind the Alfa Romeo driver of Love Pistol. He will be getting DRS down that back straight, so may be able to make an overtake. We will see very shortly. Riding on board with Dirt Shark. Will he decide to pit? Yes, it is a pit stop for Dirt Shark. The main lane has decided to continue. C. Sully has DRS, but does not have enough speed to make it past Love Pistol, but Love Pistol has gone wide. And that promotes C. Sully up into 6th. So Dirt Shark is the only one who has decided to pit on this lap. I think Doug Hughes actually made a pit stop as well. I must have missed that. Yellow flag sector 3. I don't see anyone going slowly, so Doug Hughes made a pit stop. Where is Trent H? Dirt Shark is out of the pits. Trent H is 5 seconds behind Dirt Shark? So pitting under the VSC has not done done Trent H any favors. Added to the fact that Dirt Shark is also onto the medium compound tire. So that move by Trent H may actually not work in his favor. Cody runs fast, gets himself a 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings. You have Savage Baboon making slight contact with a Waffle. Luckily, a Waffle able to keep his bearings and stay in 11th. It's unfortunate, the connection is not really good as it is right now. And now you have Savage Baboon alongside a Waffle, now making his way past a Waffle to go up into 11th place. So Dirt Shark, as C Sully is into the pits, Dirt Shark has made his way past. He is the net leader of this race. I'm wondering if the main lane is potentially seeing if he could go as long as possible. We have yellow flag. And sector one, not sure who that was. So Kali Ace making his way past Real Estate Guru to go up into 13, even before opening the DRS. So Kali Ace will definitely be staying in 13th place. Now this is interesting. Oh, we have to take into consideration. So Dirt Shark started this race. Must have been on the soft tires because he has pitted and is now on to medium tires. So the main lane, that's interesting then, because Trent H, I am assuming, started on mediums. So to not run a soft in a 25% race is definitely going to be a disadvantage. You have Race Chase making his way past that for the original Paulie to go up into 3rd place. Yeah, so not running soft tires in a 25% race, that is going to be very costly. And now it would make sense as to why this Trent H has lost out so much, even though he pit during the virtual safety car conditions. So I'm now running on board with Love Pistol DRS. Wide open for the Alfa Romeo driver. Will he have enough speed coming up to C Sully? A bit of locking up, but that is Love Pistol up into 9th place, making his way past C Sully. WDRS for the Williams driver of C Sully. Will he have enough top speed to make it past Love Pistol? No, he will not. Will have to stay in 10th for the time being. So as it is right now, you have the main lane currently in 1st place. Will he pit on this lap? I'm assuming he will, yes. So it's into the pits for the main lane. Yellow flag sector 1, that would be Real Estate Guru, I imagine. Our Santiago is continuing. So Race Chase into the pits. F1 original Paulie continuing as well. So they want, as Real Estate Guru gets fixed off the 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warning. Dirt Shark making his way past. And yep, he is quite a ways ahead of the main lane. Where is Trent H? Still quite far back of the main lane. So Trent H. Ooh, looks like Love Pistol has made an error. So Love Pistol has made an error. He is now down in 12th place. So Wolfgang is into the pits, coming out on a set of soft tires for the Alpine driver. Let us ride on board with our Santiago. He definitely has to be pitting now, yes. So it's a pit stop for the Aston Martin driver of our Santiago. I am assuming F1 original Paulie will be in as well. Yes, he is. So Dirt Shark will take the lead of this race. So now my next question is, Will with 10 HP in relation to our Santiago, so he will be past our Santiago. However, our Santiago will be on the soft, so this is going to be interesting to see if he will be able to make up, what will it be? A 6-second deficit to Trent H. I saw yellow flags. Looks like an Alfa Romeo. I think it was Thug Hughes that may have made a mistake. So Thug Hughes currently down in 10th place. DRS wide open for the Alfa Romeo driver. But will not have enough straight to be able to make his way past a waffle. So we're currently on lap 10 of 14. Riding on board with Thug Hughes, who is just behind the Aston Martin driver of a waffle. So now riding on board with Savage Baboon. It's about 5/10 behind C. Sully, who is in front of him. So with this long back straight and the assistance of DRS and the assistance of C. Sully being low on the battery, as Race Chase sets the fastest lap of the race with a 1:35.771. That is Savage Baboon into maybe not so C. Sully. What a move into that hairpin to take that 7th place position back. It didn't really look like Savage Baboon went too deep into that hairpin turn, but that was quite a move by C. Sully to retake that 7th place position. We have Thug Hughes making his way past A. Waffle to go up into 9th. So riding on board with A. Waffle has to be careful not to go and make contact with Thug Hughes. Now riding on board with Savage Baboon. After that move that C. Sully pulled off, he's going to want that 7th place position back ASAP. And he's going to have another chance at getting that 7th place position down this back straight again. Has to make sure to spot his braking points correctly so that the exact same thing does not happen that did on the previous lap. So, all the same factors. C. Sully low on the battery. The AlphaTauri of Savage Baboon with the assistance of DRS making his way past once again. And this time, it happened again. But this time looks like Savage Baboon got himself a good exit out of that hairpin turn. So up into 7th goes Savage Baboon. C. Sully's going to have the DRS this time around. But I don't think he's going to have enough straight to make a move. No, he will not. It did look like Savage Baboon made his way onto the curb slightly. May look like it could have potentially caused him to have an error, but it did not. So riding on board with the Alpine driver of Wolfman. That is a very audacious lunge and too late on the brake. So that will have Wolfman staying in 12th for the time being. So Savage Baboon is actually pulling away from C. Sully, who he just made an overtake on in the previous lap. And to an extent, it actually does look like Thug Hughes is slowly making his way up to the back of C Sully. However, Wolfman, with the assistance of DRS and Love Pistol being low on the battery, he's going to make his way quite comfortably past Love Pistol to go up into 11th place. So there are currently 1.5 laps remaining in this race based off of where Dirt Shark is on the circuit. And without any mistakes, it looks like he is going to be taking the win of this Chinese Grand Prix. Yep, we'll ride on board with Dirt Shark as he crosses the start-finish line to commence the final lap of this race. We have Cody Runs Fast with the DRS wide open, catching up to Real Estate Guru, but will not be able to make a move on this lap, or maybe, nope, will not be able to make a move. Real Estate Guru did a good job. No, maybe Cody Runs Fast is having some chances, but not able to make it go past 10. I believe those two are actually a lap down as well. So, oh, someone has made an error. See Sully. That is unfortunate. So that's going to drop him to 12th place. So Dirt Shark is just coming to the end of Sector 2. Now remember, I was speaking on Thug Hughes as he was making his way up to the back of A Waffle. He actually made his way past A Waffle. So I completely missed that. I was speaking about that in the previous lap. I'm not sure if Cody Runs Fast and Real Estate Guru have been lapped. I believe so. So I think they have actually finished their races. So we're riding on board with the McLaren driver of Dirt Shark coming through the penultimate turn, now coming up to the final turn, and it is going to be a victory for the McLaren driver. Well done by Dirt Shark. First place for himself, the main lane, coming home in second. Also taking the fastest lap with a 1:35.501. Fred H will be coming home in third. Took a gamble during that VSC period and did not necessarily pay off. Our Santiago finishes fourth. We have the other side sector 3. Cody Runs Fast on a time penalty for corner cutting. So maybe he is still actually running. Race Chase finishes fifth. F1 Original Pauly coming home in sixth place. Savage Baboon will finish seventh. There's Savage Baboon coming home in seventh. Dougie finishing in eighth place. We have A Waffle finishing ninth, and then Wolfman in 10th, Love Pistol 11th, and then finally it will be C Sully and Kyle the Ace, who has run out of fuel, will be finishing in 13th place. But here is your winner, the McLaren driver of Dirt Shark. So the driver of the day, as determined by the game, is Race Chase. Wasn't he the driver of the day in Belgium, the race that we just did prior to this one? I believe it was Race Chase as well. So I'll go through the final finishing order for this race. As Dirt Shark finishing first, the main lane finishing second, Trent H third, our Santiago fourth. Race Chase made up 9 positions again. So started 14th, finished 5th. So well done by him once again. F1 Original Pauly finishing 6th. Savage Baboon finishing 7th, Thug Hughes 8th, A Waffle 9th, Wolfman in 10th, Love Pistol 11th, C Sully 12th, Kyle the Ace 13th, Real Estate Guru 14th, Cody Runs Fast 15th, and CT Wolves finishing in 16th place. Well, there you have it. That is the coverage for both of the sessions that took place today, both 25% races around both Belgium as well as China. I would like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast/stream. Next week, the Platinum drivers will be racing around Abu Dhabi it's going to be a 100% race. That will be taking place next week, and that will be the finale for season 4. I will not be present for that race unless for some reason it were to start slightly later. I will not be present for that race as I will unfortunately be finishing work slightly later than usual. However, going into next season, hopefully I will be doing the broadcasting for the gold tier, and then I will be racing in the platinum tier as well. So I would like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast. Make sure that you like this stream as well as you can subscribe if you so please. For myself, Keba, I'd like to say thank you for tuning into this broadcast. And as always, take care.